Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit.
The 2025 MotoGP finally kicked off with a hot atmosphere from the iconic Lusail circuit in Qatar. Amidst high expectations for defending champion Pecco Bagnaia, the public's attention turned to a name that has been making waves since the beginning of the race weekend: Marc Marquez, the living legend who now rides the red bike that is the pride of Ducati Lenovo. Marquez's move to the factory Ducati team had raised many question marks. Many doubted whether the 8-time world champion could still perform sharply after several seasons plagued by injuries and motor limitations. But in Lusail, Marquez answered them all with incredible pace and deadly consistency. Right from the free practice sessions, Marquez showed signs that he was not just an old-timer trying his luck. He was aggressive yet controlled, taking corner after corner with precision. Even during the qualifying session, Marquez managed to get ahead of Bagnaia and Jorge Martin, securing a starting position on the front row. The race was hotly contested. Pecco Bagnaia, who is known as the king of the Qatar circuit, having won 2 consecutive seasons here, had to admit that this time his opponent was no ordinary rider. Marquez took off straight away at the start of the race, maintaining a near-perfect pace. Although Bagnaia came close midway through the race, Marquez kept his cool and managed to maintain the lead with his trademark racing style, determined and uncompromising. At the end of the race, Marquez crossed the finish line more than a second ahead of Bagnaia, an achievement that not only surprised many fans, but also sent a clear message: the era of Marquez's rise with Ducati has begun. This circuit is very special for Ducati and also for Pecco, so to be fast here gives me a lot of confidence. The team is working really well and I feel like this bike really suits my riding style, Marquez said with a triumphant smile in his post-race interview. Meanwhile, Bagnaia seemed to remain sporting and recognized the superiority of his new teammate. Marc was incredible today. He was fast, consistent, and didn't give any gaps. It will be a long season, and we will both push each other. This result not only heats up the internal competition in Lenovo's Ducati garage, but also makes the course of the 2025 season even more interesting to follow. Is this the start of Marc Marquez's new dominance with Ducati? Or will Pecco hit back in the next series? What is clear is that MotoGP 2025 has started with a bang, and Marc Marquez is at the center of all the attention. On the other hand, the 2025 MotoGP season has only just begun, but the tension and drama has immediately peaked in the inaugural series held at the Lusail International Circuit, Qatar. On a circuit that has been considered the fiefdom of Pecco Bagnaia, there was a big surprise from a name that has never been out of the spotlight: Marc Marquez. Marquez, who has now joined the factory Ducati Lenovo team, made his debut for the red team in a remarkable way. Not just fast, the Spaniard silenced all doubts and proved that he still deserves to be called one of the best of all time. He wasn't just fast, he dominated. Surprises from day one. Since the first free practice session, FP1, a different aura has emanated from Marquez. There was no sign of awkward adaptation, no reluctance to face the new bike, no time wasted getting to know the Desmosedici GP25 engine. He immediately looked competitive, with times that continued to stick to, and even beat, the other top riders. In the paddock, the Ducati crew looked enthusiastic. The slight smiles on the faces of Gigi Dall'Igna and the mechanics were a sign that they knew they were seeing something special. Bagnaia himself admitted at the weekend, "I've known since the pre-season tests, Marc will be very fast. But to be honest, I didn't expect him to be this fast in Qatar, where I'm usually good." Qualifying, a fierce duel at the last corner. In the qualifying session, the fierce duel between Marquez, Bagnaia and Jorge Martin provided a spectacle that made the heart beat faster. Copying each other's times, the three riders didn't seem to want to give in. However, Marquez again showed his class. With near-perfect timing, he clocked the fastest time on the final lap, taking pole position by the slimmest of margins from Pecco. It was a strong statement: "I didn't come to adapt. I came to win." Race day, Lusail belongs to Marquez. When the starting lights went out, Marquez was off to the races, maintaining the front position with superb control. He knew that Bagnaia would try to attack early, and he was ready for it. Every corner became a battle of strategy. Pecco tried to push, but Marquez kept the racing line with great precision. There was no space. There was no gap. Lusail, which is usually Bagnaia's stage, was Marquez's that night. With every lap, he seemed to get more comfortable. The Ducati's top speed combined with Marquez's agility and sharp instincts made him unstoppable. On lap 17 of 22, Bagnaia got as close as 0.4s. But Marquez was not deterred. With the composure of a true champion, he kept the pace, pulled away again, and finally touched the finish line with a gap of 1.2 seconds, an absolute win on rival soil. MotoGP World Reaction. This victory is not just about the points. It's about the message Marc Marquez sent to the entire paddock: I'm not done yet. The media immediately flooded the headlines with news of this historic victory. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok were filled with overtake highlights, slow-motion cornering, and Marquez's trademark smile as he stood on the podium, right hand pointing to the sky, red Ducati helmet hanging off the side of his left hand. Meanwhile, Pecco Bagnaia continued to show high sportsmanship. Today Marc was better. I've given everything, but he's too strong. But the season is still long, and I'm sure we'll fight again in the next race. The beginning of a new era? What happened in Qatar could be more than just another victory. It could be the start of something much bigger, a new era in MotoGP history. Marc Marquez, now in the red Ducati jersey, seems to have rediscovered his full power. And with a bike that is proving to be the best on the grid, the MotoGP world may be about to witness the dominance of a legend once again. However, the season is still long. With 20 races to go, anything is possible. Jorge Martin, Enea Bastianini, even rookie Pedro Acosta are not opponents to be underestimated. But one thing has been clear since Qatar: Marc Marquez is not just back. He's coming for the throne.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my fucking mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them? Face it, I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise.
You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't